Hello, lovely little Ted. So good to see you again this week. I hope you had a lovely week off and did some really fun autumn things. Ted's here with me. Hello, Ted. Do you want to say hello to everyone? Lovely waving. I've got my little Teds with me as well. Who have you brought with you today? Some of you brought pets with you as well as your soft toys. Lovely to see you. Now, what song do we start off with? That's right, our God is a great big God. Let's go. I'm going to put Ted down in my lap. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God, and He holds us in His hands. He's higher than a skyscraper, and He's deeper than a submarine. He's wider than the universe and beyond my wildest dreams. And He's known me and He's loved me since before the world began. How wonderful to be a part of God's amazing plan. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God, and He holds us in His hands. Fantastic. I can see some of you have been practicing, doing a great job. Now, who can show me where their noses are? Boop, boop, boop. Great work. And what about your hair? Ooh, hair on your head. What about, can you show me where your fingers are? Well, Ted doesn't have any fingers, but he's got a paw. And can you show me where your knees are? Your knees are down here. And how about your dummies? God's so special, I can see. He made me so carefully. I can reach and touch my toes, touch my tummy and my nose. God's so special, I can see. He made me so carefully. From my head where my hair grows, God made me down to my toes. God's so special, I can see. He made me so carefully. I can reach and touch my toes, touch my tummy and my nose. God's so special, I can see. He made me so carefully. From my head when my hair grows, God made me down to my toes. Fantastic. Now, who has done some jumping this week? Oh, that's wonderful, jumping. And who has done some wrapping up and getting nice and cozy this week? Can you wrap yourself up nice and warm? Lovely. It's like a big cuddle, isn't it? And who has done some kicking of some leaves? It's my favourite autumn thing. I'll say it every week until they're not falling anymore. I like the sound it makes when you run through them. How about, have you done any dancing this week? Fantastic. And have you done any clapping this week? Clapping for God, clapping for God. It's what I like to do, so I'm doing it for you. Clapping for God, clapping for God. It's what I like to do, so I'm doing it for you. Let's do some dancing. Come on, Ted, you help me. Dancing for God, dancing for God. It's what I like to do, so I'm doing it for you. Dancing for God, dancing for God. It's what I like to do, so I'm doing it for you. Some jumping. Can you touch the ceiling? Jumping for God, jumping for God. It's what I like to do, so I'm doing it for you. Jumping for God, jumping for God. It's what I like to do, so I'm doing it for you. Twirling, show me your best twirling. Twirling for God, twirling for God. It's what I like to do, so I'm doing it for you. Twirling for God, twirling for God. It's what I like to do, so I'm doing it for you. Some cuddling, I think. Cuddling for God, cuddling for God. It's what I like to do, so I'm doing it for you. Cuddling for God, cuddling for God. It's what I like to do, so I'm doing it for you. Sleeping, you ready? Sleeping for God, sleeping for God. It's what I like to do, so I'm doing it for you. Sleeping for God, sleeping for God. It's what I like to do, so I'm doing it for you. Okay, I'm going to tell you the story. Are you ready? Ted, you sit there. Now, our story comes from a different book this week. It's still a story about Jesus, mind. And it is called The Storm That Stopped. Exciting, isn't it? So I'm going to read you the first half this week, and then you'll have to wait until next week to see what happens next. So, you sitting comfortably? Great. And how are your storm sounds? Can you do rain? And can you do waves? Can you do wind? Pretty good. And can you do thunder? Yes. Brilliant. You're going to need to remember those for later. One day, long ago, Jesus was teaching by the sea. Soon, some more people arrived. Then others. Then more. And more. Until there were people everywhere. Goodness me, there's no space. We can't hear back here. Give me some room. Be quiet. I can't see. The crowds were just too big. No one could see Jesus and no one could hear Jesus. So Jesus asked his friends, the disciples, to push their boat out onto the water. Do you see? He's further back so everyone can see him. He sat in the boat and the huge crowd spread out along the beach. Now they could all see and hear Jesus as he told them all about God. When he finished teaching the people, Jesus said to his friends, "Let's go over to the other side of the sea." Jesus had finished teaching the crowd, and now he had something to teach his friends. But they didn't know it yet. So they all jumped in the boat with him and set sail across the sea. Jesus was so tired. Can you show me your sleepy face? Ooh. He'd been teaching the people all day, so he lay down in the back of the boat and fell fast asleep. It was a quiet evening. The water gently lapped against the boat and the sun slowly set in the sky. Jesus was sleeping. The disciples were quietly talking. Then, all of a sudden, they were in the middle of the biggest, loudest, scariest, most ginormous storm you could ever imagine. Can you do your wind sounds? Can you do your rain sounds? Can you do your big wind and wave sounds? The wind blew hard. The waves grew huge. The water poured into the boat. But Jesus was still asleep. There he is, asleep in the back of the boat. The waves blew hard. The wind blew harder. The waves grew huger. The water filled the boat. But Jesus was still asleep. Jesus, wake up, wake up. We're drowning. Don't you care? What a silly thing to say to Jesus. Of course he cared. He loved his friends so much that one day he was going to die for them. Jesus stood up in the boat. The wind was still blowing. The waves were bigger than ever. The water was pouring into the boat quicker than the disciples could tip it out again. You try and tip the water out of the boat. Quickly, quickly. The boat was sinking. Panic! But then Jesus did something amazing. He didn't help his friends pour the water out of the boat. He didn't help them try to row back to land. Jesus simply spoke. But he didn't speak to the disciples. He spoke to the storm, to the wind, and to the waves. Quiet! Be still! Oh my goodness, what do you think happened? Well, we're going to find out what happened next week. Sometimes we can feel like we're in the middle of a storm, asking Jesus why he isn't helping us. And actually, there's always a plan. He will help us. He promises he will help us because he loves us so very much. This week, if you feel like you're in a storm and you're scared, just say a quick prayer to Jesus. Jesus, thank you for loving me. This is too big. This storm is too big. I need your help. Because you know what? I really believe, and what we've learned in our Bible stories from Little Teds, is that Jesus will always come, even if it's in ways we're not expecting. Well, what was that? Have you got your shaker ready? Can you shake up high? Can you shake down low? Can you shake very fast? Can you shake very slow? And can you stop? God made my hands all shake, 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 shake. God made my hands all shake, shake, shake to praise him. Very good. Let's try again, a bit faster. God made my hands all shake, 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 shake. God made my hands all shake, shake, shake to praise him. Let's try again, once more, really fast. Oh, are you ready? Yes. God made my hands all shake, 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 shake. God made my hands all shake, shake, shake to praise him. Brilliant. Very carefully put your shaker down. Now, if you've got a candle, now would be the time for your grown-up to get it out and to light it. If not, you can share mine. I don't mind. We're going to ask God to help us with any storms that feel too big and scary for us to cope with. We're going to ask him to look after us when we're frightened. And we're going to pray for our friends and family because some of them might be feeling a bit frightened too at the moment. So, lit my candle. Can you see? We're going to say, dear God, thank you that you love us. Thank you that you ask us to be your friend. Thank you that you always come when we call. Please help us to see you helping us in the storm. Please help us to trust you with the things that we're scared about. Please help us to be brave. Amen. Now we're going to pray for our friends and family. So, same as usual. I'll leave a gap for you to say the name of somebody that you love a lot, that you would like Jesus to take extra special care of this week. Dear God, thank you for our friends and family. Thank you that you put people in our lives that we can love and that love us back. Please take extra special care of. Please help them to be surrounded by your healing love. Amen. Now, would you like to blow out the candle? Are we ready? We'll do it together. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we need to do that again. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Brilliant. Thank you so much for your help. Now, all that is left to say is, are you ready for some jumping? You are. Grown-ups, I've got a very quick thing. Things are changing all the time at the moment, aren't they? If you want to know what is happening up at church or what is going on online with our church events and things, please do check out the website. I'll put a link in the description box below. Okay, up on your feet, lovely children, ready for some jumping. I don't think you can jump that high. I think you might surprise me. A lot of you have grown since we last saw you. Jump, 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 jump for joy. Jump, 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 jump for joy. Jesus' joy is jumping joy. Jump, 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 jump for joy. Jump, 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 jump for joy. Jump, 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 jump for joy. Jesus' joy is jumping joy. Jump, 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 jump for joy. Last time. Jump, 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 jump for joy. Jump, 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 jump for joy. Jesus' joy is jumping joy. Jump, 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 jump for joy. Great stuff. I'll see you next week to finish off the story. Bye, little Teds. Bye.